Welcome to the world where machines rule chaos. The most dangerous and fastest crushers are not just tools. They are forces of nature, tearing through everything with speed and precision. What looks like destruction is, in truth, the beginning of recycling's rebirth. A small Peugeot is fed into the crushing chamber, where hydraulic cylinders unleash over 150 tons of pressure. The momentum forces the steel frame to collapse like a sheet of foil. Few realize that the frame alone of such a compact car contains nearly 900 kilograms of recyclable steel, enough to produce hundreds of meters of construction-grade rebar for new buildings. The VTN VD20 industrial shredder brings 480 kilowatt motors, torque exceeding 25,000 Newton meters, and hardened steel cutters rotating at 50 revolutions per minute. Its hydraulic system stabilizes load pressure, outperforming most American standards. Watching a truck collapse under that calibrated force shows pure European engineering dominance. The RR5506 crushes scrap like a steel hurricane. Its 550-ton shear mimics tectonic forces, bending beams like twigs. Watching it feels like witnessing nature's raw violence compressed into industrial jaws, reminding us technology often mirrors the unforgiving power of storms and quakes. This jaw crusher feeder works with a 75 kilowatt motor, torque above 18,000 Newton meters, and hardened manganese steel jaws. Hydraulic clamps stabilize materials, feeding rocks evenly. Compared to industrial standards, that balance of speed and crushing force maximizes efficiency without mechanical strain. This Austrian shredder devours trees like a shark tearing seals, merciless, efficient, unrelenting. 780 horsepower churns wood like waves smashing cliffs. The roar rivals storms, reminding how machines echo nature's fury, except these jaws never tire. Despite compact size, the ZM30 demands strict safety. Loose clothing, rings, or gloves near its intake create hazards. OSHA standards require shields and emergency stops. Workers need training, eye protection, and hearing gear, preventing small mistakes from becoming workplace accidents.
Today we welcome kitchen from the
1 ton of recycled appliances yields about 700 kilograms of steel and 100 kilograms of aluminum and copper. With thousands processed daily, scrapyards supply massive amounts of metal. Few know that household scrap accounts for over 10% of recycled steel in Europe. The Squalo 1000 proves nothing stands unbroken forever. With torque-crushing beams and power-reshaping chaos, it reminds us obstacles bend with persistence. Like steel under blades, challenges shrink when faced directly. Proof even the hardest barriers yield to determination. The Bonfilioli Ariete Baler runs a 110 kilowatt engine, torque exceeding 18,000 Newton meters, hydraulic pressure up to 300 bar. Hardened steel jaws fold cars like paper, meeting EU industrial standards. Italian engineering proves precision and brute force can coexist efficiently. Operating a Jupiter 2,200 horsepower shredder isn't cheap. Fuel, maintenance, and skilled labor raise costs. Yet, each ton of recycled steel, aluminum, and foam offsets expenses. With global scrap prices climbing, this machine becomes less a burden, more an essential profit driver. Forget heartbreaks. The SR 900 crushes harder than any rejection text. This American beast munches drywall faster than Cookie Monster with Oreos. If construction waste had feelings, it'd swipe left real quick. Lesson here: recycle or risk getting ghosted by progress. Picture a junkyard worker watching this shredder daily. To him, every crushed bumper isn't just waste. It's paycheck, security, a new chance. Machines become characters too. Roaring, biting, relentless. His story proves progress sometimes sounds like grinding steel under pressure. Plastic shredding isn't just spectacle. RF-195 machines turn barrels into raw pellets for billion-dollar recycling markets. By cutting landfill waste, they supply construction plastics and packaging. Every barrel shredded means new material streams, jobs created, and market growth secured. The HG4000TX shows that even hardwood can crumble when steady force applies. Life's toughest obstacles act the same, unyielding until consistency wears them down. A grinder isn't just machinery. It's a loud reminder that patience and pressure eventually reshape everything. Each crushed aerosol can means raw aluminum back on the market. A ton of recycled cans saves nearly 95% of energy compared to new smelting. That's why plants love Lion Shredder, turning waste into money while cutting costs in a tight global economy. In scrapyards across Europe, CPB 100 Junkyard is like a tireless worker. It grabs, squeezes, and stacks 5 tons an hour. Locals joke it never sleeps, always chomping metal like a giant iron stomach keeping the yard alive. Dragon Shred DS4-0150 uses a single shaft with hydraulic pusher, handling 750 kilograms per hour at 540mm screens. With 520 to 50mm options, it balances torque stability and throughput, proving Japanese engineering sets benchmarks in precision woodshedding. Imagine M85E linked with AI sensors, adjusting torque per bottle type, predicting jams, and logging recyclables in blockchain. That's the future. Smarter shredders feeding circular economies, where waste becomes data-driven resource instead of environmental burden. A tire shredder mimics nature's jaws. Like crocodiles crushing bones, its hardened blades slice rubber and wire. Both rely on sheer pressure and timing, proving that whether machine or beast, survival often comes down to raw strength and precision. This shredder reminds me of piranhas in the Amazon. Dozens of sharp blades, aligned like teeth, reduce cartons into ribbons. Nature and machines share one truth, whether jaws or steel cutters. Concentrated force always reshapes whatever falls into reach. The 2002 Diamond Z146 OB packs 1,050 plus horsepower with a massive hammer mill, chewing logs and debris like paper. American engineering made it rugged for land clearing, recycling yards, and disaster cleanup. Precision torque and steady throughput define this beast. VTBB100 shows how even stone, seemingly eternal, can be reduced when met with relentless pressure. Life is no different. Every wall has cracks. What feels unbreakable today becomes dust tomorrow if determination grinds long enough without losing rhythm. The Belmark hydraulic baler delivers 100 tons of force, compressing scrap into 20 by 16 by 10 blocks in 60 to 70 seconds. A 25 horsepower motor ensures steady pressure, while dual valves maintain operator precision. Engineering like this turns chaos into compact, profitable order. Every tire shredded becomes part of a billion-dollar recycling stream, feeding asphalt plants or rubber mats. The U.S. scrap tire market saves landfill space while creating jobs in processing, logistics, and green construction industries. At the scrapyard, the Hamel VB850DK feels alive. Workers nickname it the Red Beast. It roars as engines ignite, tracks moving across piles of junk. Kids once imagined monsters under the bed. Here, the monster feeds on discarded steel. A single shift with this cutter processes 500 hides, saving factories nearly $2,000 in manual labor daily. In global markets, margins depend on throughput like this. Efficiency isn't just engineering, it's economics, where every precise cut translates into steady profit streams. The Dopstadt DW3060 Biopower, built in Germany, runs a 530 horsepower diesel engine, delivering torque-heavy shredding at slow rotation. Its strength is handling bulky mattresses without clogging, using hydraulic pressure to crush layers while keeping energy use efficient. In today's recycling market, the Ulster U15 stands out by reducing e-waste volume by 80%. That efficiency means cheaper transport, more profitable metal recovery, and a business edge for scrap processors competing in the booming circular economy. The RS-30 looks small, yet its 4 shafts will grab loose sleeves or gloves instantly. Safety guards and emergency stops exist for a reason. Workers must wear goggles, tight gear, and hearing protection, because industrial efficiency should never come at human risk. That aluminum frame once held windows in a busy factory. Now it meets a shredder, grinding its past into fragments. The story doesn't end in destruction, it's rebirth. Soon, those pieces will rise again, maybe as parts of someone's new car. What looked like chaos is actually progress, recycling lives in every crushing impact. If you support a cleaner tomorrow, hit like, subscribe, and the bell. Got questions on sustainability? Drop them below.